legal world. A lot is happening prior to the 7th December election. You know that they called everywhere. Everybody will be going out to go and vote. So preparations, cases that are coming up. If your case comes out today and it's been agenda, and you know that you come back after the election. And yesterday, a lot of cases were happening.
After
Guess what?
No campaign. You know that song?
Election after election, no campaign.
campaign.
Oh, that one there. What are you going to campaign for? All that we are hearing immediately after, even the 6th December, right? And even, or let's even add 7, because some people deliberately, we don't campaign on election day, but still people will campaign. So after quarter 5 p.m. campaign ends. Everybody is done. So all that we have been hearing, the tantrums, the jabs, all of them would have come to a close. But of course,
just 10 days more.
Yeah, 10 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we started the countdown. 3 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. We thought that day would not come. I wish I'm in Nana Akufo-Addo's shoes to know that
how it feels like.
Yes, how it feels like that. After 10 days time, and in fact, they asked about, so let's say a month and 7 days or 6 days. Because his term will end on the 9th of 6th January, 11:59. 12 more, then he's a former president. I wish I could be in his shoes to know how the feeling is like.
Yeah, but the feeling will start from December
7th, when the people are at polls.
December 10 thereabouts, when the results are out.
That would be his anxious moment to know whether he's handing over to
if it is the same MPP party,
that one
fantastic for him,
because he has indicated that he wants to hand over to Dr. Bawumia, depending on whether the people of Ghana will retain the MPP or not. So December 7th, 10 days away, and I know that all of us will be on the field, and that day no courts. So we're going to do the court on the field.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. It's a Saturday too.
I know, right? Yes. So it means you don't have a weekend, though.
No. But a Friday before is a holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a holiday
because of
for the farmers.
Day.
Yes, for us, it's our holiday. So
some of us will still have to show up at work.
Yes, we have
unfortunately.
This job, it's a beautiful days for people. Are the days that you have to come and.
I'm sure that day safe. A holiday shift will not be used
because it will be a regular day.
Because it's election.
It's a day to a day.
Yeah, it's a day to the D-Day. So
D-Day, so you have to come and plan and do all the stuff crucial, and all that. So this week, the next 10 days and after, it's going to be a very hot and busy day and all that. But of course, we'll take you to the courts. And yesterday, that day,
a lot happened. Narcotics, Sanglemi, former second lady, Kaswa,
this matter. And I'm telling Lily and Lantam a while ago that whatever you start to do today, the results definitely will be up there for you. From the very first
whatever
day
you sow, you reap.
Yes, from the very first day that you start to nest the idea, that is where you are. Either digging your grave or you are brightening your chances to be somewhere better. And so guess what? Daniel Agbeko, involved in narcotic drugs. He was arrested sometime in 2022 where the narcotic control personnel from the Narcotic Control Commission found out that they have intercepted a substance at the Kotoka International Airport. And upon examination, they noted that it was a narcotic substance. Sent it to examination, failed examination. They realized that though, they managed to trace it. And then guess who was arrested? Daniel Agbeko. He at the point of his arrest admitted, also mentioned a Nigerian partner, John Emeka, as the one who is his partner. They've done that, but as for that John Emeka, he's nowhere to be found with Ghani. So he was arraigned on account of conspiracy because together with the other one who had already who's on the run. And then for importation of narcotic substances, and also attempted to import narcotic substances. And yesterday, Justice Marie-Louise Simon, Criminal Court 2, found him guilty for the offenses charged. And then he was convicted and sentenced. And if you look at the Narcotic Control Act, Commission Act, a prescribed punishment that should be meted out of people who are found guilty for such offenses. The minimum punishment by way of custodial sentence is not less than 10 years and not more than 25 years. So it's between 10 years and 25 years. And it comes with a fine. Then the fine also not less than 10,000 penalty unit. And now the penalty unit is 12 cedis. So 12 multiplied by 10,000 will give 120,000 Ghana cedis. So a fine of not less than 10,000 penalty unit and not more than 25,000 penalty units. So yesterday, after found guilty, convicted, and his lawyers, led by Augustine St. James, made all the argument by way of mitigating factors and urging the court that, look, if you look at this whole matter, the courts, this is an accused person, first-time offender, and all that. And then he has shown remorse. He has a very young family and all that. But at the end of the day, the court said, look at the law. The law is very clear that when you are found guilty of such offense, the punishment is there for you. So Justice Marie Louise Simon said, look, I have looked at you. I think that you have so much experience in the game. So 10 years, dear, 10 years will be for those who come to court and plead guilty simpliciter. So that one, you didn't waste the time of the court. No resources were wasted on you and all that. But if you take the court through the full trial, 3 years, you've been trying this case and all that. So I'm giving you 15 years in Isawam. So between 10 and 25 years, the court has given the middle, put him in the middle, 15 years. But for the fine, the court said, I'm giving you the minimum, which is the 10,000 penalty unit, which is equivalent to the CD equivalent of 120,000 Ghana cedi. In default of the payment, the court said, look, you go in for additional 3 years. So that is in relation to.
At the moment, he has 15.
Yeah, 15
if he defaults
years,
on the payment,
15
to be
years,
18.
Yes. So 15 years plus 120,000
But
Ghana cedis.
have they taken into consideration the 3 years?
No, that one was not factored in this particular sentence. That one was not factored in this particular case. And in fact, one of his lawyers said, look, when cases come up, you have to advise your clients. And said, all right, also played a role in this whole matter. Yes, he's listening to us this morning. Yes, he said, yes, we spoke to him, but he wouldn't listen. And yesterday, you could see, for those who watch television this morning, you noted that even after he was convicted and sentenced and was being taken away, he was laughing. Yes.
No remorse.
No remorse. But I was surprised when the court said that, look, he showed a lot of remorse during the court. Of course, once there are moments where issues come to you and I feel like there's nothing
you can do about it.
It is what it is. So that one, there's nothing you can do about it. So yesterday, Daniel Agbeko, 15 years in someone, 120,000 Ghana cedi fine in default, additional 3 years. So that's one of the cases that took place yesterday at the High Court. So now the Christmas, there's no way Agbeko will have a
chance to celebrate it with the family.
He have to do that and in someone. And Saglemi Affordable Housing. Yesterday, it was all over where government is it's been handed over to a private investor, right?
Yeah.
So at the same time, when the processes were being done, Alhaji Collins Dauda, Kweku Ajman Mensah, Alhaji Ziblim Yakubu, Nuvitete Angelo, for the other accused person, he's deceased. They are in court. But yesterday, Alhaji Collins Dauda is still unwell, so he was absent from court. Nuvitete Angelo, the field accused person, is also unwell. His lawyers brought an excuse duty to the court. And so yesterday, the third prosecution witness, an official from the Bank of Ghana, Madame Lucy Tete Akwete, now retired, was in court. And at the last court sitting, the lawyers of the accused person raised issues about her capacity. And the person, at the time that the witness statement was filed for her to come and testify, she was still
active. Yes,
now
until
she's retired. So they say that there are certain questions that we want to ask. Now she will not be in a position to ask.
And that is where they asked her to go and get clearance, right?
Put their house in order. Yesterday, the prosecution came and said, as it were, the same way we came the last time, the same way. If they have any objection, they should raise it. We'll respond to us. The court will make a determination. Yes, the lawyers raised the point and said, look, this person is not an official. Look at the law, it's not an official. of the Bank of Ghana, at what capacity would she be testifying? Prosecution responded and said, look, this is somebody who played a role on the subject matter of which we are in court, and she has a direct information. She hadn't full knowledge of the matter, so it will be relevant for her to assist the court. Justice Ernest Olu stood up, listened to them, and said that the witness is good in court and can testify.
Oh, okay.
So just when she started testifying, in fact, there was certain document that she would have to tender. Now that was where the challenges. The documents she brought were photocopies. Where are the originals? And it looks like they could not trace the originals. So the court is saying that the defense lawyer said, look, we don't have nothing to compare. If you say that you cannot find the original, there are other sources that you can use, so they have to. So the court impressed on the prosecution. Prosecution, this is your case. As for the court is there, but I think that you should do the needful thing. Try and get the original documents. But in court, we deal with originals. We don't do photocopies and other things, the secondary informations. So the courts, after giving that advice, prosecution immediately indicated to the court that they want an adjournment, so that they will go and then seek for the original copies and then come back. So they will be back in court on the 17th of December. That's about 11 days after the Ghanaians have decided on their new president. So that case has been adjourned.
Okay. Now let's talk about the former second lady's robbery incident.
Yes. Madame Matilda.
Yes.
Yaba Emisa Arthur. Yes. Yahuza Osmanu is the one who is said to have robbed her together with some 4 others. And that case is before the High Court. Kowa. Yesterday you mentioned that Justice Kowa Kwashi. In fact, now she's the one manning the Criminal Court 5. Justice Lydia Osema has been elevated to the Court of Appeal. So now she'll have to be dealing with those cases that she's almost getting done with them. And then she'll clear off. And then Justice Kwashi will take over. But Justice Kwashi has been handling this case. And yesterday, prosecution indicated that they filed their disclosure. But something happened on the forms that the disclosure that they have filed. They know that when they were stamping, one has 13th of December. I said December, November, and the other has 23rd. So there's a problem with the date.
So they have to check that.
Correct that so that it will align. The same document, the same information, but the dates were different. So they have to go into. So on the 3rd of this case has been adjourned to the 12th of December. And then guess what? That's Millennium City. Kaswa, Millennium City. Ben Lord Abebio, he's a traditional ruler there. And he's being charged for killing a soldier over land issues. Yesterday, prosecution filed all their processes. Case management conference was conducted. And guess what? They say that they'll be parading 7 witnesses to lead evidence in relation to this matter. So on the 3rd of December, a day after the special voting, that case will also come up. And the court will now fix a date.
3rd of December?
3rd of December. December 3rd. That will be Tuesday.
Tuesday. You see, I was calculating 3rd. I was seeing 2nd December and 7th December. So I was like, it's Sunday.
That day that people will be voting, I'll tell you. As for the election day, it's not a working day, so that's why everybody is. And I have seen the letter from the SDA, and they said they have made their position clear.
Absolutely. So what's coming up?
Yes, coming up today, number 1, Nana Apia Mensah, men's gold issues. He's back in court. For some time now, he's been seeking to have the court, or go to the Court of Appeal to ask them to quash the decision of the Justice Ernest Owusu-Dappah to order him to open his defense. In notes, after the prosecution called 9 witnesses to close their case, the court held that the prima facie evidence has been established, for which reason Namuan will have to go to the witness box or enter the witness box and open his defense. He said, look, I have listened to all the witnesses who came to court to testify. I do not think that enough have been said for me to open my defense. I'm going to Court of Appeal. Put the trial on hold. I am going there. So today, it is expected that the lawyers will move that motion asking the High Court to stay proceedings so that they go to the Court of Appeal to advance their argument there. If they are successful, that's so be it. If they are not successful, they will have to come back. But first, Justice Ernest Owusu-Dappah will have to determine whether there's merits for the case to be stayed, or the case will progress as he seeks Court of Appeals intervention. So today, we are expecting that lawyers of Namuan, led by Kwame Boafo Akufo, will move that particular motion, and prosecution will respond. Remember that prosecution has already filed affidavit, have already opposed to that particular request. But at the last court sitting, lawyers of Namuan indicate that they have filed a supplementary to their case, and they want that also to be on record. So today, that is one of the things that would happen today in relation to Nana Appiah Mensah's case.
All right. Thank you very much. Mutala Inus, our legal affairs correspondent, always ensuring that we are up to speed. Yes, you want to add something? So you want to wish somebody a happy birthday?
Yes. There's a birthday that if I don't do it today, I'm not sure I'll walk out of this building. And guess where this birthday is coming?
Is it coming from? Is it coming from the Supreme Court?
Is it coming from? So, happy birthday to you, Corporal Honach Ajiman. He works at the police headquarters.
Okay.
And this is coming from the wife.
The chief of staff.
Yes, chief of staff. Madame Pochefi. And she's a court warrant officer at the financial court too. She said that if I don't do this birthday message for the husband, because the IGP, I always call them IGP. She said today be today. So happy birthday from your lovely wife and the children. Today we will celebrate you and give you all that you want. May God bless you. That's all that they have been doing.
Thank you, Captain. Now you have turned into a birthday wisher.
It is well.
Thank you very much. Always ensuring that we are up to speed with what is happening in the courts.